Oh, what a Super Bowl that was. Look at the XP, look at the legacy score that we're picking up from that one. And just before we get into this is going to answer all of your questions here, just as I'm upgrading my Tavares here and Le'Veon and people like that. All of your questions for the 2020 Dreadnought squad are going to be answered in this. We're also going to figure out the salary cap penalty problems that we've been encountering. Strap yourself in and let's get right into the episode. Starting off with Le'Veon Jeffrey, I have to get that awareness up. He is now a 97 overall. And you knew it was coming, but this is what I mean, I can fix this. As owner Perham Crow has to retire due to the salary cap difficulties, you can just create a new character. You guys were saying I was in debt and you gotta fix it and all that stuff. I don't have to fix shit. And don't think that the reason we're in debt is because I paid too many overpowered people a lot of money. That's purely because of the home field that we have. So I went with the deluxe option, which per week, even though we're the #1 marketable team in the NFL, it's still gonna cost a lot of money to keep that up and running. Ooh, look at that. Imagine if we joined the Dreadnoughts as a player. Wouldn't that be crazy if we became a player on the Dreadnoughts? Like Le'Veon or Mariota, that would be so dope. But just to keep it how it is, we're gonna enter the new legacy on this team, Coach Crow. Phelan is gone. Coach Phelan, I hope I said that right, but he's out of here. Now we just have Coach Crow. I'm not gonna lie, the suit and tie option is pretty dope, but we just gotta rock out with the polo, man. For real, the aggressiveness, let's put it up a little bit more. And on the defensive end, we're just gonna keep it neutral and put the aggressiveness up a little bit. Tipped off with the Miami Dolphins defense. As you know, since that fantasy draft, I've been loving the Dolphins defense. And let's get into it. Just gonna make sure that everybody can relocate is still on, because I want to see a different team in the NFL this year. I don't want all the same old NFL teams. So that's definitely on. Everybody can relocate, but nobody wants to. Everybody is refusing to relocate. Without further ado, let's get into what seems to be the most exciting part of this Dreadnoughts team, and that's the off season. I already noticed that Lockett is gone. How is Lockett gone? I thought we had him for like 4 seasons. He just left the team. The defense looks exactly the same, which is good. As you see, Gresham is back at free safety. We will change all of that, but we have to sign all of our new players first. Oh my god. No. My homie from the Cardinals, Tyrann Mathieu there. Bro, I want to get this guy so bad, but I can't. Our DB situation is already sorted. I'm going to go ahead and do what we actually have to do to save this cap money. And we're going to pick up some offensive linemen. We got DeCastro here, who's about a 94 overall. But he's going to have to play out of position, so he's probably going to have to switch it up to right tackle. I just want him so bad, Tyrann Mathieu, man. Clinton Dix is there as well. As you know, he's one of my favorite players, but I can't get him because it's already been sorted. So here we have another offensive lineman. In case we don't get DeCastro, I am going to try and sign this guy, and whoever signs first, I will withdraw the offer from the other guy. So this guy doesn't want that much money for... Well, I mean, that's basically nothing for an offensive lineman. These guys can go up to like 30 mil bonus, so giving this guy a 4.5 mil bonus is essentially nothing. Let's go check out who else is there. We also need Todd Gurley's there as well. Wow. So is Josh Norman. So we need a wide receiver pretty badly. Just making sure there is no more gems hiding away in the free agency. Doesn't really appear to be. A lot of 90 overalls this year though. Oh, there's Eric Berry. As you can see, we need some more backups. We only have 3 safeties on the entire team, so if somebody gets injured, then we're kind of stuck. But we're gonna switch this all around. I don't think we need anything on the defensive end except for some backups. See, this Michael Huff guy is the only backup we have at the safety position. We have Buchanan and Garrison Roberts is going to go play back there. So that's why I need to pick up Eric Berry. I'm not going to pick up somebody like Tyrann Mathieu or Clinton Dix as much as I'd like him. We just need somebody to fill in. And Eric Berry's going to do that great. Checking out the wide receivers, Jordy Nelson is there. Wouldn't that be crazy? I'm going to try and scoop him up. He would be an excellent receiver behind Alshon. So we'd have Alshon Jeffrey, Jordy Nelson, and then Cooks in the slot. Once again, I don't know what happened to Tyler Lockett. He just kind of disappeared, but Jordy Nelson doesn't want that much of a bonus, and if we had him retiring from the Dreadnoughts, that would be dope. So we picked up Jordy. As you can see, he's coming to the squad. And now it's time to go check out some of the upcoming rookies. I'm pretty sure we have a high pick this year. So checking out the wide receivers, they don't look too great. The highest one there is a second round pick. But this guy's the guy I want, Parker Gilbert. But I don't know if we really need a linebacker. See, I'm torn. We can pick up this guy because I know he's going to be a superstar. But at the same time, if we can get a quarterback, that would probably be the best way to go. So in case Mariota gets injured next year, we have a good, solid quarterback to back him up. We do have a heaps high overall pick, so getting a quarterback would probably be the best way to go. And then with our next pick, which I think is in the 3rd round, we should probably pick up a fast, speedy receiver to come off the bench. So we are in part 3 of the free agency this year, and as you can see, people have overtaken our bid, so I'm going to boost them up just a little bit, not by much at all. Going to give him an extra 500k, give him a bit more of a bonus, and we're still behind. Same with Eric Berry. The Rams have overtaken us there. I'm just going to give this guy a little bit more. Another 500k. So in total, we're boosting him up a mil. I don't think he needs any more of a bonus because we're already over. I don't really want to do that. But now we're in front of him. And with Eric Berry, I'm not going to go too hardcore. I'm not going to try and sign him too aggressively and give him a shitload of money. But I'm going to boost him up just a little bit on both, minus the bonus. If he wants any more than 720, he's not going to get it. We're actually going to settle for 7 mil. So even though the Rams are in front, I don't think it's necessary that we put that much into him. And we didn't need to anyway. We picked up both the right guard and Eric Berry. So we got everyone we wanted from the free agency. And now you see we have 2 really good people at right guard. So I think I will move DeCastro over to right tackle and keep Chance Womack at the right guard position. So that way we have all 90 overalls in the offensive line. And then our center will be our rookie that we picked up last year, I think it is. I think his name is Josh Phillips. But he's got some really good superstar development. And let's get into the draft. So, whoa, I was not expecting that. We actually have the first pick in this year's draft. As you can see, I've scouted everyone, but I think this guy is honestly the way to go. BJ Wright, the quarterback. We can easily take Parker Gilbert as well, but I just don't think it's worth it. Like, we already have a dominant linebacker core, plus we have Tercel Steele in there as well. If I'm going to be smart about this, I definitely think picking up a quarterback is the way to go. BJ Wright is there, a 23-year-old guy from LSU. Just looking at the receivers for our next pick, we could also get this guy right now, but as I said, with the very first pick, I don't think that's worth it. Jordan Sheed, look at that. He runs a 4.30, the fastest out of all the wide receivers this year. I think we'll come snag this guy out with our next pick. So we'll get the quarterback and then come and get him. I think in the 3rd round is when we get the pick next. BJ Wright, welcome to the squad. He is an 81 overall. You can't do much better than that in the draft. The stats are looking very nice. He kind of looks like what Mariota did when we first started this. Same terrible deep throw and all. So here we are with our next pick. Hopefully my receiver is still there. All the other ones got taken. There he is, Jordan Sheed, 76 overall. What a gem. 97 speed. Ranked at 53rd and we got him at 64th. So we actually did better than what our pick was meant to get. So I'm really happy about that. Not only do we pick up a great receiver for the future, but he's got that speed. And now I just want to get a beast. This guy is 6'7". Like, for real, could you imagine a 6'7" end? That is crazy. I'm just looking for the biggest guy right now. The biggest guy I do see is this guy, 6'7", 310 pounds. He looks like an animal. Let's go on and bring him to the squad. Only a 70 overall, but this is the 4th round, so you're not really going to get many gems down here. His stats are average. It was kind of a bust pick, but as I said, I just wanted to get somebody who was going to be like a destructive guy coming out onto the field. So I'm happy with that. Looking at the contracts, this guy's got a $7 million bonus. I didn't want to give him $7 million. I don't care if you're the 1st pick or the 3rd pick, man. That's a bit overpowered in my opinion. But I'm actually happy with the way we drafted this year. Same as the free agency. We got Jordan Sheed, man. This team is going to be off tap next year. We got so many more weapons. I'm loving it. Each year we seem to improve the team so much. I'm just going to go to the free agency and get some more backup receivers. See, we're just going to sign Mike Williams. Why not? And was that Deshaun Jackson in the free agency? Wow. Alright, let's go check out the squad. Alright, here we go, Dreadnought Hopeful. Starting out in the backfield, as always, Tavares, Livingston, Mariota, and Dickerson with the new backup quarterback, BJ Wright, so we will not see Marcus Blake this year. With the receivers, Alshon Jeffrey, Jordy Nelson over a wide receiver 2, and Cooks in the slot, exactly how we said we're going to do it. Even though Deshaun and Mike Williams were better than our rookie, I still decided to put him in at wide receiver 4 simply because I know this guy's going to be a superstar in the future. As you see, he's got 97 speed. So all we really need to do is work on his catching and all that sort of stuff. As long as he's got the bare essential speed, then there's no problem. Our offensive line got a massive upgrade. We got all 90 overalls except for the center, who is going to be a development project. And of course, what is the offense without Le'Veon Jeffrey? Checking out the defensive end, absolutely nothing has changed. The only difference, or the only noticeable difference on the defensive end is that at free safety 2, we now have Eric Berry. So we still got Gresham, a cornerback, same as Francois. Those two beasted out together. And if you're new to the series, even though Gresham's a 71 overall, this guy is a beast. Just look at the stats. He plays like a 99 overall, so it doesn't really bother me that it says he's only 71. And of course, look at this. Eric Berry is actually better. He's a 91 overall. Garrison Roberts is a low 80s. But Garrison Roberts, man, seeing how he played last year with that speed, I'm loving this team right now. This is probably my favorite team. And of course, at kick return and punt return, we have the new receiver, so at least he can get some touches of the ball this season. So that pretty much wraps up the off-season for the San Antonio Dreadnoughts going into the 2020 season. I hope you guys enjoyed the off-season, and let's go kick some ass in Season 5 of the San Antonio Dreadnoughts. I'm out. Peace.